Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to the B.J. McGillis Gymnasium here at Mt.Edgecumbe High School in our final game of the evening. This game features our friends from the Kenai Peninsula. Please welcome the visitors on the scoreboard, the Homer Mariners. And your home team, please welcome to the court, your Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. Oh, let's meet the ball players. First, the roster for the Homer Mariners, your non-starters. He's a 5'11 sophomore, number 3, Clayton Beachy. He's a 6'3 senior, number 14, Titus McGee. He's a 6-foot junior, number 15, Jonathan Raymond. He's a 5'7 sophomore, number 23, Eob Knapp. And now the starting lineup for the Homer Mariners. He's a 5'10 junior, number 11, Daniel Rutov. He's a 6'4 senior, number 30, Japheth McGee. He's a 6'1 junior, number 21, Ethan Anderson. One captain is a 6-foot senior, number 32, Stanley Swoboda. And the other captain is a 5'11 senior, number 10, Seth Adkins. And now let's meet your Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. First, the non-starters. He's a 5'8 junior from Glen Allen, number 2, Keith Johns. He's a 6-foot sophomore from Kotzebue, number 3, Leon Toomer. He's a 5'8 sophomore from Pilot Station, number 10, Frederick Myers. He's a 5'8 senior from Emana, number 23, Cyprian Johnson Edwards. He's a 5'10 junior from St. Paul, number 32, Vladimir Bordakovsky. And he's a 6'3 sophomore from Cake, number 44, Drew Jackson. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. He's a 5'4 junior from Togiak, number 4, David Dock. He's a 6'1 sophomore from Mentasta, number 42, Jeff Adams. He's a 5'10 sophomore from St. Mary's, number 21, R.J. Ostrom Beans. The co-captain is a 6'1 senior from Dillingham, number 24, Emmett Dunaway. And the captain is a 6'2 senior from Anchorage, number 33, Bear Brown. Your Homer Mariners are coached by Mr. Weston Carroll. Your Mt.Edgecumbe Braves are coached by Mr. Archie Young.
All right. And pants with gold letters. The Mariners will be going from
From Sitka, Mr. Dennis Philandry. From Eagle River, Mr. Cornelius Sims. And the referee in charge of the court tonight, tossing the ball from Sitka, Mr. Rodney Campbell. Well, let's get ready to play Mt.Edgecumbe Braves basketball.
Can't quite see. I'm sure that's Emmett Dunaway. Yep, it is. So Emmett Dunaway will be doing the center honors as we go now to center jump circle. Rodney Campbell, the official, puts it up easily, tipped away by Japheth McGee, and it'll be Homer moving right to left to have first possession. They're going to work it down on the left-hand baseline. Can't get a shot down there. Bring it back out top of the key as they go over Daniel Rutov. Rutov's going to go back over to Seth Anderson. So Rutov on the left, Seth on the right. He'll dribble around, goes down, Now passes down as he gives off to 21, back out top of the key. Long three, up, rims around, in and out, won't go. That shot attempted by Stanley Swoboda. Rebound picked off by the Mariners, but they're going to be tied up. We'll have a jump ball. Is getting in there to tie things up was R.J. Alstrom-Beans. And R.J. Gets the ball for the Braves on the alternate possession on the first jump ball of the ball game, and a half-court press put on by the Mariner as bringing it in for the Braves. It's going to be David Dock across the timeline. He's going to come back over on the near side. Bear Brown comes out. Bear will give back to David Dock. David goes to the top of the key. Bear Brown drops down on the right side. Emmett Dunaway over on the left gets a pass. Bear Brown comes out from underneath towards midcourt, top of the key. Drives the lane, a step in, one too many. Nope, they don't call a travel. Shots up and misses. Rebound cleared off by David Rutoff for the Mariners. He'll bring it down, go on the baseline. Bear Brown there to defend as they get a pass over the right side. Shots put up. Bear Brown tried to get the rebound but didn't. It was picked up by number 32, Stanley Swoboda. Swoboda puts a shot up left side, won't go. Rebound picked up by the Mariners. Turnaround jumper. That one's up and that one misses. That was put up by Jeffeth McGee, and the rebound goes over to the Mariners. To the Braves. David Dock brings it down. Dock will give it off to Adams. Adams back to Dock from the right side. Drives in the paint, holds it up, back out to Bear Brown on the right side. Now Emmett Dunaway, top of the key. Dunaway's going to go over left side, fake from a three-point land, won't go. Keep working it around on the far side. Now they throw it away. First turnover for the Braves as they try to pass to the right side. The ball went left, the player went right. So a fast-paced ball game after we just did that kind of a lazy game with the gals, so a lot more energy here as it'll be Daniel Rutoff to bring it across, set up the play for the Mariners. Goes to the top of the key, coming out from underneath Swoboda. Swoboda can't shoot it. He'll bring it back out. They go on the left side to Seth Adams. Adams thinks about jumping it up from three, but doesn't, passes it inside, a little jump pass. That was intended for Japheth McGee. Ball's knocked away out of bounds, and they're going to say it's going to belong to the Mariners, so one of the Braves got a hand on it. So no score here yet with 2 minutes gone in the first quarter of play. Inbounds pass will be thrown in by Seth Adams. Lob pass by Adams over to Swoboda. Swoboda outside the three-point circle. Now passes out top of the key to Rutoff. Rutoff works it in the paint, tied up. A nice steal by the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. They're going to go down to David Dock as that ball was stolen by Jeff Adams. And bringing it down, and Dock's going to go to the free throw line with the first free throw attempt, and that's the first foul of the ball game, and he'll be shooting two as the whistle and the foul goes against number 10, Seth Adkins. I think it's Adkins. Can't read my own writing. It says David Dock gets set. Yes, it is. Seth Adkins. Dock puts it up. That's in and good. And there's your first shot of the ball game. First point of the ball game, and it's 1-0 with 5:44 to go. So 3 minutes and 15 seconds gone. Next one's up. Rattles around, won't go. He goes 1 for 2. And the rebound's cleared off by the Mariners, and they'll come down court, moving right to left. Yeah, right to left. Seth Adkins with it. And he's going to pass it off to Stanley Swoboda, who comes out from underneath. Now jumper from the right side, inside the circle. That one misses by Daniel Rutoff. Rebound cleared off by Bear Brown. Come down, lays it up, travel with it. Turnover by the Braves, and that's their second. So it'll be the Mariners to come down court. They're going to work it down in the right-hand corner. Then a quick pass underneath. That was intended in there for Ethan Anderson. That would have been his first time to handle the ball, unless I missed one. And the ball's knocked away. He couldn't handle it, but it came off of the Braves, so it'll be Homer's ball in. Under their own bucket, down to 5:08 here in the first quarter. Inbounds pass as everybody breaks, as the Braves are in a man-to-man. Oh, and the Homer almost loses it, but nice recovery and bring it out to set it up to Seth Adkins. Adkins will go over on the right side, long three, up off the rim. That one was short by Stanley Swoboda. Rebound cleared off by the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves, and it will be Beans with the outlet pass. Now he goes at midcourt, tipped away by Homer. Steal. Whistle foul. Dennis Verlandry there to make the call. That's going to go, is that going against the Braves? Yep, it is. RJ on the reaction foul. He picks up the first foul for Actually, that's the second foul for the Braves. His first one. I missed whoever got the first one. So back we go as the inbounds play goes into Homer, and they're going to work down to the far side. Give it off to Rutoff. Rutoff can't shoot it. Back out top of the key to Adkins. Adkins going to drive in traffic. Layup left side right down the lane. He got in between three players, and he puts it up. It's a 2-1 ball game. And then another turnover by the Braves, and a shot put up by Homer. Misses. That one by Rutoff again. He would have had back-to-back twos. Won't go. The Braves come down. Dunaway puts it up from the right side. That one won't go. Ball knocked away out of bounds. They're going to say it came off of the Homer Mariners, and it'll be Braves ball in under their own bucket. Nearing the half-court, or the halfway mark of the first quarter. 4:10 left on the clock. A 2-1 ball game. Mariners out in front. Slow scoring ball game. It's unusual to see two boys high school teams go almost 4 minutes with only 1 point or 1 bucket scored on each one. This is going to be the Braves to break that up, and they're going to give it into Dunaway. He's going to come from underneath, and a layup shot misses, or shot makes it. He's got 2, and it's now a 3-2 as we switch leads. Quickly down the other way. Mariners miss a shot. Rebound cleared off by the Braves. They come down. They miss a shot from the left side. We're going to have a whistle and a foul. It's going to go against number 32. That'll be Stanley Swoboda for Homer. And that will bring David Dock back to the line. His second time there, he's 1 for 2. And he's now 1 for 3 as he misses the first on this pair. So we've had already 2 lead changes. But we had a 1-0 ball game, then we had a 2-1 ball game, and now we got a 3-2 ball game, and now David Dock is going to put it up and rims around and won't go, and he's 1 for 3. Rebound tipped away right into Dock's hands, but it's taken away by Homer, and they're going to come down. Rutoff's going to try and bring it all the way. He loses it. He trips up over Dunaway. So back-to-back turnovers, as we've got 4 now for the Braves and 1 for the Homer team, and Dunaway with the ball is going to set it up over left side. 3-pointer, that one up, in, and good. And there's your first 3-point shot of the game, and that one goes to R.J. Alstrom Beans. And it's now a 6-2 ball game with a 4-point lead and 3:23 to go in the first quarter. Substitution now. Coming in is number 2, Keith Johns for Mt.Edgecumbe. Going to sit down is David Dock. Mariners will bring it in backcourt. Outlet pass goes in as they substitute as well, bringing it down, number 23 now in there. That's Eob Nab. Eob works it down to Rutoff. Rutoff back down, a bounce pass on the left side to Swoboda. Swoboda can't shoot it. They're going to work it around very quickly. Back to Rutoff, back out to Eob Nap. Nap top of the key. Now on the right-hand side, is going to pass it away. He'll give it over to Clayton Beachy in there. Beachy with the ball, comes back out as he gives it over to Swoboda. Back out midcourt to Rutoff. 2:49 to go, 6-2. Braves with a 4-point lead. Homer Mariners with the ball. Back to Knapp. 3-point from the left-hand corner. That one put up, misses by Clayton Beachy. The 5'11 sophomore couldn't quite get the range, and the Mariners steal it away at midcourt as we have another turnover by the Braves, and that's 5. And then we have a whistle and a foul. David Dock's going to come back in. Going to sit down will be Emmett Dunaway. Coming over at midcourt in front of the bench to inbound it is going to be number 3, Clayton Beans. A whistle and a foul. That's number 2 on Dunaway. That's the one I missed earlier. With the ball is Rutoff for the Homer Mariners. He'll go over on the far side to Eob Knapp. Long 3, put up from the right side, won't go. Rebound. Tipped away, came off on number 32, Stanley Swoboda. The ball will belong to the Braves with 2:14 to go. Inbound pass comes in to David Dock, who got a breather. It came in by Beans, back to Dock. Now it's stolen at midcourt. Oh, Dock recovers it, but then it's taken right back. So we do have another Mariner turnover. And then a 2-on-1 quick delivery. Bounce pass down intended for Swoboda. Swoboda loses it away. And we're going to have back-to-back turnovers. So that unofficially makes 3 for the Mariners and 6 for the Braves as the Braves get the ball inbounds. They're going to go to Bear Brown, and Bear's going to throw it away. Another turnover, and that's 6 for Mt.Edgecumbe. Archie Young's going to want a timeout. I think, yep, he's going to call it. So we'll take a 30-second break with 1:55 to go in first quarter. Bit sloppy on both ends of the gym. These guys trying to get settled. It's 6-2. The Braves are up by 4. We'll be back in a half a minute.
Local government employees and Alpha Credit Unions here for you. ALPS is offering government employees who are rural or working without pay these benefits until further notice. Skip a payment with no fee. Apply for a short-term loan with no interest for 2 months.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fast-paced ball game. 1:55 to go in the first quarter. Slow scoring, however. 6-2. The Mt.Edgecumbe Braves up by 4. As Homer brings the ball in and they turn it over. That's their fourth turnover, and here come the Braves. And they're going to almost lose it away, but a nice recover underneath. Shot put up in. The basket's going to count. And an off-balance shot by Jeff Adams gives him 2 from the right side, right underneath the bucket. Then he gets whistled and fouled. He's got a chance for a 3-point opportunity, and that's foul number 1 on number 30, Japheth McGee, the 6'4 senior for the Homer Mariners. Mariners under the coaching of Weston Carroll. And there's a shot up, and he does make it a 3-point play. So Jeff Adams has 3, and now it's a 9-2 7-point lead with 1:43. And a whole bunch of substitutions for off of the Mariners bench. As I think about 3, maybe 4 came and substituted out. We're going to keep an eye on the ball, however. It'll be Daniel Rutoff as the 5'10 junior will inbound it in backcourt. Under a full court press, he gives it off to Jonathan Raymond, who's in for the first time. Raymond tries to pass it away, and he's going to be fouled from behind, and that's going to go against, I think, Vladimir Bordakovsky. Nope, it's not. It's 33, Bear Brown. Brown gets the whistle. I didn't think Bordakovsky came in, but I thought it was a 32 that this official was signaling. So that's the first foul on him. That's a 14th foul for the Braves. The Mariners have 3. Mariners with the ball inbound on the far side at midcourt. They're going to go to Rutoff. Bounce pass on the baseline. Underneath and putting a shot up. Titus McGee with his first time to handle the ball. Shot misses. Rebound taken away. Whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Homer. Going to go against Eob Knapp. And that now makes 14 fouls on each end of the gym as the Mariners will watch the Braves bring it in. And it'll come over to David Dock. Dock is going to come over and give it off to Beans. Beans on the right-hand side works it in. Turnaround jumper in the paint, up, in, and good. And Jeff Adams now has 5 points on a pair of 2s and a single free throw and makes it 11-2 9-point lead. 1:13 to go in the first quarter as we go the other way. Rutoff on it from right to left, reverse layup. Puts a shot up. Sorry, that was Clayton Beachy, and his shot misses. Back we go the other way as the rebound's picked off and handed off, and down there and putting up 2 is Bear Brown. He gets in the scorebook, and it's 13-2 just like that. Back we go the other way, and Homer's going to bring it over and give it off to Beachy. Beachy left side outside the 3-point circle, can't shoot. Goes to Rutoff, back out to Beachy. Does try a 3 from the left-hand high post, won't go. Rebound out of bounds, Rutoff tries to throw it off of one of the Braves, but it actually ended up being turned over by the Mariners. I think he stepped on the line on his way out. And so it'll be an inbounds pass for Mt.Edgecumbe. Keith John's in now. And they'll work it down. He goes to Bear Brown at midcourt. Bear Brown loses it away. Another turnover by the Braves. A layup up in, and that one's good. And give 2 points to Clayton Beachy. 8 turnovers. 13-4 the score. 21 seconds left. Braves have the ball. David Dock, jumper up from the left side, and that's going to be missed. Rebound cleared off by Rutoff. Rutoff will bring it down. He's going to go coast to coast, tries to lay it up in the paint, and I think he's going to be fouled. Or is that going to be a charge? The crowd over there at Mt.Edgecumbe cheering, and I didn't see the call. Let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be a charging foul. That's what it is. So Rutoff's going to get his first foul. And that's what the crowd's excited about. I thought that might be it, but I want to make sure as David Dock brings it into Bear Brown. 6 seconds left. Bear's going to work it down. Turnaround jumper off the glass, up, in, and good. And that one is going to be another 2 for R.J. Beans. And there's your buzzer. And what a great first quarter for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves as they hold 2 of the Homer Mariners to a 1 bucket each. That's Clayton Beachy and Daniel Rutoff. And it's a 15-4, 11-point lead. We'll be back with second quarter in 1 minute.
100 pounds of cargo in-state for $10 when you fly, and $60 anytime. That's a lot of fish, groceries, or money. If you call Alaska home, you can join. Go to today. Alaska Airlines Club 49 offers you free benefits to make it anywhere we fly. If you're new to the last frontier, you can join. Go to alaskaair.com/club49 to join for free today.
It's time to be thinking about you and your baby checks from now until February 19th. Check tickets for value at these choices like Cinnamon Queen, the Brown Leghorn, the Prairie Bluebell Ager, and the Silver Lace Wyandotte. They also have all the fees, some and bulks, along with bedding and hay. Get your information packet for product recommendations and quick
10 seconds.
with your checks. Hurry in, see their selection, and place your order. The last day to order is
5,
February.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome back. Well, that was a pretty fast first quarter. I think it sped by like, seemed like about a 4-minute quarter. So we go back and start the second with a 15-4, 11-point lead as the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves have held the Homer Mariners to only 4 points in the first quarter. And the Mariners have the ball now. We go to Rutoff on the far side. He's going to drive around and bounce pass in. Came right off of one of the Braves back to Rutoff. Rutoff collects his own, now drives in the lane. Nice flip pass over on the right side. Turnaround jumper from 14. That one is going to miss by Clayton Beachy. Rebound cleared off by the by the Braves. They're going to come down. Keith Johns will set it up behind the back dribble at midcourt. Goes to Bear Brown. Bear Brown works it in. Turnaround jumper up off the glass. That one missed by Jeff Adams. Rebound back over to the Braves. Back out to Keith Johns. Now coming out, David Dock, top of the key. Johns will come to the right, gets a pass, little bounce pass inside. That was intended for Adams, but misses, and a turnover by the Braves. They actually have 8 now, or 9, and we go the other way, and Homer has the ball, Clayton Beachy. So the Braves have had a lot more turnovers, and the Mariners have not been able to capitalize on them, as they're just not able to put one in, so give some credit to the Braves defense. And they've got the height advantage under there. Well, maybe they don't. I'm kind of looking from up here, as I don't have time to look away from that and look at the actual heights I've got in the roster. But it's going to, I guess it's evenly matched up underneath there. So it looks like it'll be the Mariners ball in underneath their own bucket. 15-4, they trail by 11. 6:53 to play in the first half of play. Mike Clasby bringing you the play-by-play over AM 1230 KIFW. We're over at Mt.Edgecumbe High School at the B.J. McGillis Gym. And the Homer Mariners are going to come up with their 5th turnover as they try a pass out to midcourt. They had a full court press put on by the Braves, and they throw it away. Nobody touched the ball. It was just like a long pass from the inbounds player to go over into the bleachers. So it'll be Mt.Edgecumbe to bring it in, as it'll be Keith Johns to inbound it to Bear Brown. Brown's going to come over on the near side. Now it's going to be Vladimir Berdikovsky is in the ball game. Back out to Bear Brown, top of the key. Berdikovsky, right side, long shot up from 3, won't go. Rebound cleared off by Clayton Beachy. Beachy on the right-hand dribble across the timeline, works it inside, gives it off to Japheth McGee. Back out they go, and they try and give it away to Eob Knapp, and Knapp tries to bounce pass it inside, but it's gone, knocked out of bounds, came off of one of the Braves. So with 6:27, it'll be the Mariners to bring it in underneath their own bucket. 15-4, 11-point lead, just stays that way. No score yet in the second quarter. Mariners lose it away, another turnover. This one is the 6th one by the Mariners, and here comes Keith Johns down to the right side, set up the play. He'll go to Bear Brown right side. Back out top of the key to Bean. Over in the left corner, back out. Long 3, long loop. That one put up by Keith Johns from the left side, and 3-point land won't go. Rebound, Mariners coming down. Oh, what a stuff by Bear Brown, as coming down and trying to lay that up was Eob Knapp, and the 5'7" sophomore just gets it jammed by the 6'2" senior Brown. but he got some skin in there, and a whistle and a foul, and that'll be number 2 against Bear Brown, and Eob will go to the free throw line trying to get in the scorebook. Left-handed shooter, puts it up high off the front of the rim, off the glass, and it just doesn't want to go, so he's 0 for 1 at the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2 in the act of shooting. Each team has 5 fouls here in the first half. Knapp now sets for his second shot. 2 minutes gone with no score in the second quarter. Shot up by Eob, won't go. Rebound, he almost got his own, but it's cleared away by the Braves. They go down to Keith Johns, and then to R.J. Bean. R.J. on the floor, tries to pass it away. I think they might, nope, they're going to call a whistle and a foul. And that's going to go against Homer, and that'll be Eob Knapp to pick up his second. So that is 16 fouls now. And the outlet pass goes into Bear Brown for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. Almost traveled with it, went to pass, and the player wasn't there. He held it up, but he did get a quick dribble off before his pivot foot drug. Back out, we'll go top of the key to David Dock, over and back. Nope, they don't call it. He was, though. Back out top of the key, long 3 from the very top of the three-point circle. That one put up and missed by Beans, and the rebound's cleared off by Homer. They're going to have a quick half-court pass down to Seth Adkins, and Adkins is going to try and put it up. Shot misses. Charging foul. Goes against Adkins, and that's going to be his second. So the crowd likes those charges. That's the second one, and they make more noise when that happens than anything else. Here comes the inbounds pass. They're going to go over to Emmett Dunaway, back in the game on the right side for Mt.Edgecumbe. Emmett will pass it over on the left side as he gives it off to Jeff Adams. Back out top of the key. They go off to Vladimir Bordakovsky. Back to Emmett Dunaway. Over on the left side, getting a screen but can't use it. That was Beans. Beans back out. David Dock, right-hand high post. Back over on the near side, off to Jeff Adams. Boy, they're moving this baby around really fast, but they aren't able to get it inside as the Homer Mariners have a very tight man-to-man defense, and they're keeping everything from outside the lane. No way for the Braves to get in there at the moment. Dunaway's looking to try and figure it out. Now Doc gets in the paint, but he gets shut off immediately. Back out, they're going to go, and a long 3 put up on the right side. That one up by Alstrom Beans, and his shot misses. Rebounds cleared off by the Mariners, nearing the 4-minute mark of quarter number 2, as the Mariners will set it up with Seth Adkins at the top of the lane. Gets a nice screen, uses it, but drives down, and he's going to be checked as, is that Cyprian Johnson Edwards in there? Let me see his number. A nice block. Actually, maybe it was, I think it is. No, that's 21. I couldn't quite read it. That's R.J. Beans. So a nice block from him as he saved the layup coming down the lane. But it's still going to be the ball belongs to the Mariners under their own bucket as they'll inbound it. Almost lose it away. And finally do. Another turnover by the Mariners. That's 7. Here come the Braves. And they're going to work it down out on the right side of the travel. Trying to hold it up but couldn't quite do it. And a turnover by the Braves, and we got a 60-second timeout with 4:15 to go, and it's a 15-4, 11-point lead. No scores yet. We're halfway through the second quarter. No score in this first 4 minutes. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Supports youth endeavors from school athletics to extracurricular activities and community-based youth programs. So the May season sees our children.
Come in 12, 16, and 18-inch sizes, or check out their Party Dip Red Bull. And don't forget chicken wings, chicken skewers, and delicious basket.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, unofficially 7 turnovers for the Homer Mariners and 9 for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves in this boys high school basketball game as we near the 4-minute mark of quarter number 2 after a halftime, as a halfway through timeout. 15-4. There's been neither team to score in the first 4 minutes of this second period. And R.J. Elstrom Beans picks up his second foul, and that'll bring the ball. Oh, is that going to be? Oh, that's 17 fouls each. So the bonus rule is in effect. So the 1-and-1 will be the situation as Ethan Anderson goes to the free throw line for Homer. And Ethan's shot is up and misses, and they are now 0 for 3 from the free throw line here in this second quarter. And still we don't have a score, as we are literally 2 seconds away from halfway through this second period. Inbounds pass goes into David Dock. He'll come over to Bear Brown. Back over to Dock, top of the key, as Brown drops down to the right-hand baseline. Then they come back out and they give it off to R.J. Ulstrom Beans. He's going to go back on the right side, off to Jeff Adams. Adams now back to Bear Brown, top of the key. Bear Brown comes right, goes left. He's really defended nicely and really tied up there by Japheth McGee. So an excellent defense by Homer. And they've caused a lot of turnovers, but they just haven't been able to find the bucket. They've got the two-point field goals in a quarter and a half. Bear Brown with the ball. Braves still have it. Long three. That one's going to be shot up from the left side. Shot misses. That was put up by Vladimir Burdikovsky, but the rebound comes down to the Mariners after the three-point miss. Mariners are going to down, and finally they're going to jump one up and put it in from 2, 8 feet out on the right side of the bucket, and that bucket belongs to, and I just cannot see his number. He's all the way down the gym, stayed sideways the whole way. I'll tell you in a minute who it belongs to. Looks like it is number 10. There you go, finally. He gets the 2. That makes it a 15-6, 9-point lead. As the Braves come down and work it around, they're going to go to Burdikovsky, out towards midcourt. Bear Brown back to Burdikovsky. Now he bounce passes inside to David Dock. David Dock's going to get, he's not going to get a charge. He's going to get fouled, as not quite set with Seth Adkins. Adkins is going to get the whistle. That'll be number 3 on him, the 5'11 senior, and we'll have a substitution now. As coming out is going to be number 23, Eob Knapp. Going in is number 3, Clayton Beachy back in. And going to the line will be David Dock. David Dock's a scrappy little player for Mt.Edgecumbe. Dock's a 5'4 junior, and his free throw is up, and that one misses. So the score remains at 15-6, and a traveling turnover by the Braves, and they have their 10th turnover, and Homer will bring it in backcourt, well, on the near side backcourt. And inbounding it will be Clayton Beachy. Beachy goes into Rutoff. Rutoff on the right-hand dribble across the timeline. Daniel's a 5'10 junior. Passes over. Now they work it down inside. They go to Japheth McGee. He can't shoot from in the lane. Both teams shutting off everybody underneath. There's no inside shots really happening on either end of the gym. And another turnover by Homer. That's their 8th. And it'll be the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves to come down as we're under 2 minutes to go. David Dock. Dock goes back out at midcourt to Keith Johns. Then they move it around on the right side to Jeff Adams. Adams is going to give it away to R.J. Ulstrom Beans, top of the key. Down to 1:44. R.J. drives the lane, can't shoot, so passes it away, but he throws it away. Another turnover, fast break, lay it up, in and won't go, whistle foul. And they'll be shooting 2 on the that was the 11th turnover for the Braves, and we're going to go down to Homer's free throw line, as going to the line will be Stanley Swoboda. He's not in the scorebook yet either, and that's going to be foul number 1 on number 42, Jeff Adams. So the 6'1 sophomore gets his first. Shot up, in, and that one's good, and Stanley Swoboda makes the first free throw for the Homer team, as they are now 1 for 5. He'll shoot for his second. It's 15-7 with 1:33 to go in the first half. Next one's up. Rims around, won't go, and they just can't buy a bucket. Rebound cleared off by Bear Brown. Bear will bring it down across the timeline. Comes from the left side to the top of the key. Passes over on the other side. Gives it off to R.J. Ulstrom Beans. He's going to drive down the left side. Now goes to David Dock. Back out top of the key as he gives it off to Jeff Adams. Adams tries to drive down and to travel, and another turnover. That is an even dozen for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. Ball belongs to the Homer Mariners, and it'll be Clayton Beachy to inbound it. He goes into Rutoff. Daniel across the timeline, defended by Doc. Now they work it over on the near side to Beachy. Beachy's going to pass it on the right side. Jump shot put up from 12. That one missed by Stanley Swoboda. Back out and a three this time, and Rutoff gets it. And so Rutoff now has 5 with a 3 and a 2, and we got a 30-second timeout with 56 seconds left, and it's a 15-10 5-point lead now by Mt.Edgecumbe. We'll take a half-a-minute break and be back with the end of this second period.
Sitka Tradition dining at the Nugget Restaurant for breakfast, lunch, or dinner before boarding flights out of Sitka continues. Well, with that great food and service you've come to expect at the Nugget Restaurant, why? Getaway days to enjoy dining at the Nugget. The Nugget's open from 8 to 7, 8 to 8 Fridays with prime rib specials, friendly service, good food.
10 seconds.
Or dinner, a full bar, that great Sitka pie, lots of reasons to get away.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, back for less than the final minute of this one, and it's really been a fast-paced game, but it hasn't been a great one. It's a 15-10 5-point lead for Mt.Edgecumbe as we went over 4 minutes scoreless in the second quarter. The Mt.Edgecumbe Braves still have not scored in the second period. And Homer's picked up 6 points, and the Braves try another shot on the right side. That one put up by R.J. Elstrom-Beans. Shot misses, rebound Homer. Back they'll come, work it down, left side, driving in the lane, in traffic, and then he travels with it. So turning it over again. 9th turnover Homer is Stanley Swoboda. So the Braves, geez, I can't believe they have not scored. They haven't, absolutely not. Down to 35 seconds. Bear Brown, right side, high post, dribbles once, holds it up. Now gives it back to Keith Johns. Johns drives down the right side baseline. He gets shut off underneath here by Beachy. Back out to Bear Brown. Bear Brown, right-hand high post. Now holds it, goes left, comes right, bounce pass inside, almost stolen away, reaching in, foul. That's going to go against number 21, Ethan Anderson. And Anderson will come up with his first foul and stops the clock at 15 seconds. And going to the line will be Jeff Adams, and it's going to be incumbent on Adams to make one of these points because these Braves do not want to go scoreless in the second quarter. And that's exactly where they are right now with 15.8 seconds left to go. Shots up, in and good, and he broke the spell. There you go, and he'll get another one. It's now 16-10, and they have a 6-point lead. 6'1" sophomore, ready, gets the ball from the official, dribbles it 4 times, takes his time, puts it up, and drops it in, and he gets a pair. So there's 2 points for him in this period, and it makes it 17-10 as we're down to 11 seconds. Coming back the other way, Rutoff on the left side for Homer. Bounce passes inside. He gives it away to Swoboda. Can't shoot. Back out to Rutoff. Top of the key. Now drives down left side. Back to Swoboda. Long three. Off the glass. Almost went but won't. There's the buzzer. And that is going to end our quarter as David Dock tries a 3-pointer from 10 feet beyond the midcourt line and almost nails it. Hits the glass. Hits the rim but won't go. That's going to end our half. And it'll be a 17-10 7-point lead by the Braves, but not because of the great shooting on behalf of either one of these teams. I'm going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll hurry back and give you halftime stats. So these teams are probably both going to go to the locker room, and hopefully they'll both come out brand new teams, and we'll see something coming your way a little more exciting. Keith Johns, no score for him. Leon Toomer not in the game for Mt.Edgecumbe. David Dock picked up 1 point, and he was 1 for 5 at the free throw line. Frederick Myers wasn't in. R.J. Elstrom Beans picked up 5 on a 3 and a 2 in the first quarter. Cyprian Johnson Edwards not in the game yet. Emmett Dunaway held to only 2 points. Big surprise there. Vladimir Burdakovsky, no score for him. Bear Brown also held to only 2. Those were all the first quarter. And Jeff Adams picks up 7 to be the high point man of the ball game. He had 2 twos and he went 3 for 3 at the free throw line. And Drew Jackson was not in either. And the Braves hit 4 out of 7 at the charity strike. Clayton Beachy held to 2 points. Seth Adkins for the Homer Mariners held to 2. Daniel Rutoff picked up 5 on a 3 and a 2. Ethan Anderson held to, well, he didn't score, he missed a free throw. Eob Knapp missed 2 free throws. Japheth McGee scoreless. Stanley Subota picked up 1 point, 1 for 2 at the line. They hit 1 out of 5. Our first quarter score 15-4, favor the Braves. Second quarter, they still lead, but not by anything to be proud of. They picked up 2 points. It's a 17-10 halftime score. We're going to take a 6-minute break, and we'll be back with more. You're listening to high school basketball from Mt.Edgecumbe High School and the B.J. McGillis Gymnasium over AM 1230 KIFW, the sound of Sitka.
All right, I'll see you in about 5 minutes.
to AM 1230 KFW. Almost forgot which station I was at. Mike Clasby here as we're over at the BJ McGillis Gymnasium, and we're bringing you the second half of basketball. Second game tonight between, the first one was the ladies' action with the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves going against the Homer Lady Mariners, and this is the boys going at it. And we have had what I thought was going to be a very exciting ball game. It started out, it's very fast-paced. It stayed that way throughout the game, but nobody can seem to hit a bucket. We are at a 17-10 halftime score. Braves with the lead. They get first possession. They come down and a jump shot put up by Bear Brown, and he's going to be fouled. So Bear Brown will go to the line for Mt.Edgecumbe as they switch directions here in the second half of play. They're moving right to left over here at the gym, and that foul is going to go against number 21, Ethan Anderson, and that's going to be Ethan's second foul of the ball game and the first one of the second half. Bear Brown, usually a good scorer for the Braves, has been held to 2 points, and he picked up a 2-point field goal in the first quarter. Next shot's up, his first shot's up from the free throw line, and that was good, so he's now 1 for 1. And he'll set for his second. So that makes it an 18-10 8-point lead for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves under the coaching of Archie Young. Next shot up, and Bear picks up a pair, so he doubles his score just like that, and it's now 19-10. 7:33 to go, so we only have a half a minute gone here in this third quarter. As the Homer Mariners will come down, they're going to work it down on the right side, back out quickly and inside, nice quick, down to the baseline, back out top of the key, back inside, and that shot is put up and 2 points on the board for Homer, and that's going to go to, and I can't read his number from the front, that's number 10, Seth Adkins, and he picks up his fourth point of the game. Back we go now, it's 19-12, 7-point lead. Braves have the ball, come out, Emmett Dunaway, top of the key, defender falls down, Emmett Dunaway takes advantage of it, drives in the lane, and Emmett gets his second point of the ball game, his second bucket. He had 2 in the first quarter, now he's got 2 now, and it's a 21-12 9-point lead. Back we go the other way, Homer's going to come down, work it into Rutoff. Rutoff, turnaround fadeaway jumper from the left side from 8, that one's up, in and good, and Daniel Rutoff gets his 7th point. So all of a sudden we have a 21-14 7-point game. We got more points scored already in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter than we did in the second quarter altogether. Back we go the other way. Bear Brown on the left side for the Braves. Brown drives down the baseline, gives it to Emmett Dunaway. On the baseline, oh, Emmett might get fouled, or is he going to get a charge? Let's see what the call is. Nope, his defender was not set. So Emmett is going to go to the line. I think he'll be shooting 2, unless they're going to call a foul before the shot, which they are going to do. So that's foul number 2 on number 32, and it'll be the Braves ball in underneath. They'll come out top of the key, go over to David Dock. Dock's going to give it away to Cyprian Johnson Edwards. Is that him, or was that Bear Brown? That's Brown. Back out to David Dock. Left side now, down to Brown on the left-hand baseline. Can't shoot, holds it up, looking for somebody open. He's double-teamed. He finally, he throws it away. Another turnover by the Braves, and here comes Homer. They're going to work it down 2-on-1. Oops. And we got a player down. That's David Dock. He's a short guy, and there was 2 big guys defending him, and one of them got him right on top of the head with an elbow. He's going to get the foul, however. So that'll be the first one on David. He's down on the floor, taking him, holding up. Archie Young comes over. He's going to chat. We're going to take a quick 30-second break with 5:43 to go. 21-14, Braves up. Injury timeout.
You need a hot grill.
10 seconds.
Ice cold Coke. Of course. Football and Coke. Come on.
It's got to be Coke.
5,
Game day?
4,
Day.
3, 2, 1.
All right, back at it, and David Doak gets up and heads over to the bench. David Dock, gets a nice round of applause in the crowd. We're back in action. Homer with the ball. They're going to work it in. Fadeaway jumper left side. That one's up, in, and good, and you can give those two to number 30, Japheth McGee, who gets his first 2 of the ball game. 21-16, and the Homer Mariners are back within 5. On the left side, Keith Johns has the ball for the Braves as we go the other way. Tries to drive in the lane, gets shut off. Back out, bounce pass to Emmett Dunaway. Emmett almost lost it away, picks it up, recovers, go to midcourt, passes over on the far side, back over to Johns, now back over, top of the key to R.J. Olsen Beans, who comes out, back to Dunaway left side, back to R.J., back to Dunaway. Dunaway getting defended by Rutoff. Go back out to midcourt to Keith Johns, back on the left side to Beans. Down on the baseline, long 3, up and good. Nothing but net from the left-hand corner. There's our first 3 of the ball game. That one put up by 6'1" sophomore Jeff Adams. 24-16, 8-point lead now. 4:36 to go, third quarter. Back we come down, and it'll be Stanley Swoboda for the Homer Mariners. He comes back out, gives it off to Ethan Anderson back in the game. Top of the key now, they go to Seth Adkins. Adkins on the right-hand dribble, comes to the left side, gives it off to Anderson. Anderson looks in, can't go, back out to Rutoff. Rutoff gives it off to McGee. McGee drumps it up to the right side, won't go. Rebound cleared off by Bear Brown. Bear's going to bring it down, now goes to Dunaway. Dunaway left side, another 3-point attempt in the left-hand corner. This one misses by Jeff Adams, who just nailed one. Rebound's cleared off by the Mariners. He'll go to Rutoff, comes down quickly on the right side as the pace stays very quick here. Still working down, nice give and go. Shot up, second one misses, whistle foul as the pass went from Seth Adkins underneath to Japheth McGee. McGee got, it was a nice pass from Adkins, good assist, and if McGee had made it, they'd have given each other high fives. But we end up having a whistle and a foul, and that's a forced foul on number 24, Emmett Dunaway. That's a big factor. Emmett has not contributed, however, much in the scoring. He's picked up 4, but he's a great playmaker, and the shot is up, and that one is good from the free throw line. Making his first one from the charity stripe is Japheth McGee. He now has 3 points in the game, and he's 1 for 1. It's 24-17, a 7-point spread. We'll go back to the line now. Next one's up. That one's going to rattle around and won't go, and very poor free throw shooting on either side. Rebound is picked up by Clayton Beachy. Beachy tries to put it up, whistle foul, and he's going to go to the line. And that foul's going to go on number 42, and that'll be Jeff Adams, who picks up his second foul. And so we get back-to-back free throw attempts for the Mariners. Beachy has not shot one yet. He picked up a 2-point field goal in the first quarter. This shot's up from the free throw line. It's up and good. He gets chance for another, and we have a 24-18 6-point spread. Braves out in front with 3:49 to go in the third quarter. Next one's up in, and that one's good as it rattles around. He gets a pair, and it's 24-19, and the Mariners cut the lead to 5. Now they put on a 3-man press as the inbounds pass comes in to R.J. Alstrom Beans. Beans on the left-hand dribble, comes down, loses it, but goes right into the hands of Keith Johns. Johns picks it up, moves it around right side. Gives it off to Adams. Adams back out at midcourt. Gets tied up. He'll go over to Bear Brown. Back on the left side. Back to Bordakovsky. Foul's going to go against Eob Knapp. So Eob Knapp picks up his third foul for the Mariners, and it'll be the Braves ball in as it'll be Beans to throw it in. Beans goes into Bear Brown. Beans goes top of the key. Brown stays on the left side. Beans drops down the lane. Bear tries to come down the left side as well. Fakes a pass down to the baseline, doesn't go. Back out to Keith Johns, top of the key. Keith Johns defended over there by Eob Knapp. And a turnover by the Braves, and here comes Rutoff to lay it up, and he's going to get a charge. 15 turnovers for the Braves, and Rutoff gets his second foul. His other one was defensive. This is offensive. So it'll be the Braves to bring the ball in backcourt. Inbounding it will be R.J. Olsen-Beans. Looking for somebody open as the Mariners put on a press. He finds Bear Brown open, and Baird gets double teamed, but he finally gives it off to Keith Johns. Johns almost travels with it, but he flips it away just before his foot landed again, which would have turned it over. And he goes back. Now they go to Keith Johns. It is stolen by Eob Knapp on the far side. We might have a reach and in foul on a reaction by Keith Johns. Yep, he's going to get it. So Keith Johns picks up his first foul of the ball game, and that'll give the ball to the Mariners at midcourt as we're down under the 3-minute mark. We're at 2:51. Inbounds pass comes into Eob Knapp. The 5'7" sophomore brings it across the timeline. He'll go back out to Rutoff on the left side. Rutoff defended by David Doak. Back out now to Knapp. In the lane, jumped it up, almost doubled. Back over to Rutoff. Puts a shot up from 3 on the right side, won't go. Rebound cleared off by Mt.Edgecumbe after it's tipped around by several players, and Jeff Adams will bring it across the timeline, gives it off to David Doak. Doak, top of the key, passes over on the left side to Beans. Beans brings it out, top of the key, moves from left to right. Back over on the near side to Doak. Doak back to Beans, right-hand high post. Man-to-man defense by the Mariners as the Braves keep trying to work something in. We're going to have a foul away from the ball. I believe we are. Yep. And that's going to go on Clayton Beachy, 5'11" sophomore, wearing number 3 for the Mariners, and that'll be his first as that stops the clock at 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Dennis Verlandry coming over to talk to the official score bench. Still chatting with him. Now back, and we're going to have an inbounds pass underneath the Braves bucket. Goes in from... They're calling this one tight. Whistle and foul away from the ball before the inbounds pass. That's going to go against Mt.Edgecumbe, and that'll be the second foul on... No, it's not. It's going to go against Stanley Swoboda, and that'll be his third foul. Went against the Mariners. And the Braves throw it away again as they try and inbound it to David Doak, but he can't handle the pass as the Mariners put on a full court press and cause a little grief for the Braves. And it'll turn the ball over, and bringing it down court will be Eob Knapp. Knapp across the timeline, defended by David Doak, so Knapp will pass on the right side to Rutoff. Rutoff goes back over to Clayton Beachy. Beachy passes it on the left, a long 3 put up by Swoboda. Shot misses, rebound cleared off by the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves, and bringing it down will be Bear Brown. Brown will go back over and gives it off to Beans. Beans top of the key, passes over to Doak on the right side. Down in the far corner. That is Doak, can't shoot it up. Top of the key, back over on the left side. Off to R.J. Alstrom Beans. Back to Doak, back down in the right-hand corner to Keith Johns. Back out to Doak. They're just moving around, top of the key, right to left. Neither team is getting anything inside. No inside shooting. Clock down to 1:12. And a whistle and a foul. Dennis Verlandry right there. He's going to call the foul against number 42, I think was his signal. And he's going to say it's a 1-and-1, so it's going to go against the Mariners, and that's going to be foul number 4 on number 32, Stanley Swoboda. And that'll bring up R.J. Alstrom Beans to the free throw line. Shooting a 1-and-1. First one's up, off the rim, won't go. He's only going to get one chance, and the rebound's cleared off by the Mariners. And they'll bring it down to Knapp, and Knapp loses it away. Did it come off? No, we're going to have a whistle and a foul. That one called by official Rodney Campbell. That'll be foul number 2 on number 4, David Doak. That gives the Mariners the ball in under their own bucket with 1:03. Inbounds pass quickly as everybody moves around, getting open. Daniel Rutoff, and Rutoff picks up another 2, and he's now got 4 in this quarter. 24-21, brings it back to a 3-point game with 52 seconds left to go in the third quarter. David Doak for the Braves at the top of the key. Looking left, Doak gets tied up, can't pass anywhere, gives off a lead pass. That was intended for Keith Johns over on the far side, and it's tipped away, knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say it came off a homer. We're going to have a timeout on the floor, a break in the action. It'll be a 30-second break. We'll take one as well with 43 seconds left to go, and a 3-point game, 24-21 in favor of the Braves.
Only one store in Sitka specializes in seafood.
And that is Sitka Sound Seafood and their Sitka Fresh store. No farm-grown salmon at Sitka Fresh. They sell only wild Alaskan seafood. Salmon, cod, scallops, Dungeness and king crab, and more. Fresh or fresh.
3-point lead by the Braves. We'll be back in 1 minute with the final 8 minutes of this one.
At LFS Marine Supplies, it's never too early to start.
High school, as we have our, what are we at, Thursday night? Our third of 5 nights of basketball. We got 2 more games tomorrow night, 2 more games Saturday to be broadcast. Actually, we have 4 games each night because there will be 2 games here at BJ McGillis with the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. Tomorrow night, they'll be hosting Homer again, and then Saturday night, it'll be Lathrop. And the Sitka Wolves will be hosting Homer girls tomorrow, and Lathrop boys, or Homer boys as well. So we're back for the start of the 4th quarter, and Homer brought the ball in but lose it away, and it'll be Emmett Dunaway with the Braves to set up the play after the turnover. That's 10 turnovers unofficially for Homer. I'm sure there's more than that. I don't always keep up on the turnovers. A whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Homer. Picking that up will be Eob Naff, the 5'7" sophomore. He's going to come up with his 4th foul, and that is going to bring the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves to the free throw line, and shooting free throws will be R.J. Alstrom Beans, the 5'10" sophomore. He has missed his only free throw attempt, and that was back in the 3rd period. He's got 5 points in the ball game with a 3 and a 2 in the first quarter. This one's up and he misses his second. He's 0 for 2. Rebounds cleared off by Homer. Homer will bring it down, moving left to right here at the gym over at Mt.Edgecumbe, and setting up the play will be Seth Adkins. Adkins comes over to the near side, gives it off to Beachy. Beachy down on the baseline. Back to Adkins, hook pass way back outside, long three up on the left side, won't go. That one was attempted by Clayton Beachy, who came out after, he came out to the left-hand high post as he passed it down on the right-hand baseline. Then we got a whistle and a foul, and that's gonna go against, who's that against? It's gonna be against the, against Homer. Titus McGee is in the ball game, so Titus is going to get in the scorebook with his first foul. He did not play in the first half. Going to the line now. 7:05 on the clock. 24-21 3-point game. Bear Brown shooting free throws. Pushes off, up, in, and good. Bear is now 3 for 3. And has a total of 5 points. Makes it 25-21. He takes a long time, just holds the ball, takes a couple deep breaths. Now he dribbles. Now he pushes off, up, in, and nothing but net on that one. So he's now 4 for 4. So that little relaxation period for him before he shoots a free throw works for him. And it's 26-21, and the Braves are back up by 5. Back we come the other way, going Homer direction. They're going to bring it out and go off to Daniel Rutoff. Right side, can't shoot, drives all the way around. Lays it up left side, off balance shot. Is the basket going to count? Nope, I don't think so. So he was fouled before the shot. And we'll go to the line. That's going to be foul number 3 on David Dock. The 5'4" junior wearing number 4. Number 11, Daniel Rutoff, 5'10" junior, going to the free throw line. Shooting a free throw here in the fourth quarter. No score yet for the Mariners, and that one misses. They still don't have a score. Then they get the rebound. Back over to Rutoff. Works it inside, almost loses it away as he passes it off to, who's that in there? Jonathan Raymond in now. Raymond works it back outside. Over to Beachy. Beachy back out top of the key as he gives it off to Seth Adkins. And Adkins travels with it. Tried to pass left, had to hold it up, drug that pivot foot. And another turnover. That's 11 for the Mariners. And we go with an inbounds pass for the Braves into R.J. Alstrom-Beans. And they pitch it away. And did it come off of the Mariners? I think might have, or is it going to belong to them? Nope. It's going to be another turnover for the Braves. That's 13 for them. Now, what are we doing here? Trying to figure out. Oh, they're going to inbound it on the near side. They switch from the baseline back over to the near side. So inbounds pass in by Adkins. Gets it right back on the right side as he got it from Beachy. Now drives in the lane, gets shut off underneath there by Jeff Adams. So both defensive teams working well on the man-to-man. There's not a lot of inside shooting happen. There's one put up as soon as I say it, driving the left-hand baseline, Beachy, but his shot misses. Rebound's cleared off by the Braves, and it will be an outlet pass over to Dunaway back in. They work it down underneath. Nice move as Dunaway goes to the right side. They pass it back underneath, and Jeff Adams gets 2 more here. He's now got a total of 12 points, and it's 28-21 as the Braves stretch the lead to 7 after they Mariners have cut it down to 2. David Dock coming out. Coming back in is going to be Keith Johns. 28-21, 7-point lead. Homer loses the ball. Braves will bring it in backcourt. Outlet pass in under a one-man press at midcourt. Goes into Keith Johns. He brings it across, holds it up. Now he gives to Dunaway on the give and go down the right side. Dunaway moves right, moves left. Nice move underneath for Dunaway. And Emmett gets his 6th point of the ball game. He had 2 in the first quarter, 2 in the third, and 2 now. And here we go with a 30-21 9-point lead. The Mariners trailing. They're going to work it underneath to Rutoff. And it's going to be knocked away out of bounds. Came off of Adams, so Rutoff will bring it in, or Beachy will come to bring it in. The Mariners will be bringing it in underneath their own bucket. 5:17 to play in this game as the inbound pass goes in straight away to number 30, Japheth McGee. And the 6'4 senior tries to put it up. Shots blocked. He's fouled. He goes to the line. 5:15, the clock stops. Japheth has 1 for 2. Those were made in the third period. He also had a 2-pointer then, so all 3 of his points came in the third quarter. This one's up, in and good, and he now has 4 with the free throw, and he's 2 for 3 at the point and gets a chance for another. Makes it a 30-22 8-point lead as he cuts it from 9. Pushes off, up and short. Rebound cleared off by Bear Brown. Brown will bring it down on the left-hand dribble across the timeline. Tries to go down the lane and stolen away by the Mariners. Beachy up, in and good. Nice clean steal, nice clean shot. Clayton Beachy gets his second field goal of the game. Now they put on the press. It's 30-24. They're back within 6. Here comes Bear Brown as they get it in past the press. And he's going to travel and deliver it away on another turnover. That is the 14th one. Actually, it's the 19th one in this ball game for the Braves. And we got a timeout on the floor, a break in the action. We'll take a break with 4:52 left to play in this one. The break is called by Mt.Edgecumbe, Archie Young, the coach. And we'll take a 60-second break with 4:52 left to go and a 6-point game. Mt.Edgecumbe out in front.
On our local government employees. And ALPS Federal Credit Union is here for you. ALPS is offering government employees who are furloughed or working without pay these benefits until further notice. Skip a payment with no fee. Apply for a short-term loan.
I put 9:30 on the timesheet.
That's more than fair.
I don't know if we're going to make it.
I don't either. Yeah, we will. We will. It'll be barely. So did you get your timesheet done? And
It's on.
all right, back in action with 4:49 to go here as we got the Homer Mariners bringing the ball down. They come on the near side to Beachy. 4:42 to go, 30-24. Mariners trail by 6. They go to Rutoff. Rutoff back out top of the key as he'll give it over to Ethan Anderson back in. Now back out to Seth Atkins, top of the key. He comes to the right side, down on the baseline. They go down to Anderson. Back out as they move on the left side to Beachy. Beachy drives the baseline. Back over to Rutoff. And a travel by Rutoff. We have had so many traveling turnovers. Boy, he's frustrated with that call. He did not like it. He still doesn't like it. He's walking down. He's looking at the call. He's going both hands out. What do you mean? What are you talking about? So here's the deal. Here's what I think. The Mariners have a chance to come from behind if they can shut off the Braves. I'm not saying I'm rooting for anybody, but that could happen very quickly. You only have a 6-point game. Neither one of these teams has broken open for any kind of scoring spree. They're both capable of it. Oh, and just as I say it, there you go. And they're going to work it down to Bear Brown. Bear Brown gets another 2. He's got 4 points now in the fourth quarter, and it's 32-24, back up with an 8-point lead. Mariners come down. They almost loses as Seth Atkins picks it up at midcourt. Come down. Oh, and he drives the lane. I thought he was going to shoot it, but he puts it up. And a call, a timeout. As Seth Atkins gave it away underneath to Ethan Anderson. Anderson gets 2. I believe it was Anderson. 32-26, another timeout. It'll be a 30-second break. 3:42 to go. We'll be back in a half a minute.
Silver Bay Seafoods is proud as sick as you. Pleased to promote and sponsors.
You're on.
All right, back at it, folks, as we find out that was Clayton Beachy that made the bucket. So he gets his third field goal, and it's 32-26. That brought Homer back within 6. The ball's lost out of bounds on the near side. Turned over by, broken up by Homer, and it's going to be, they're putting on a full court press as the Braves are trying to bring it in. 3:41 to go, and we got a call from way back here. What is this one about? Not sure. I'm looking at the two officials. They're a half a court apart. Now they're going to come together. One of them down underneath talking to the Braves. He's talking to Beans. Other one comes up to talk to him. The other official. Okay, they're going to say that it's Mariners ball in under their own bucket. So a turnover, and actually we have foul number 4 against Bear Brown. That's what that one was. So Brown gets his 4th foul, and that turns the ball over to the Mariners. And Beachy has it top of the key, works it down. Ooh, layup on the left side, and that one was a give off to Seth Adkins. Adkins has his 3rd field goal. It's 32-28 now with 3:17 left to go, and the Mariners are back within 6. I'm sorry, back within 4, 32-28. We go back down, and the other way, it's going to be Beans on the right-hand side. Gives off to Keith Johns. Johns back out to Emmett Dunaway, who comes out from underneath. He'll go down to Johns in the right-hand corner. Johns trying to work in the paint. Can't get there. Back out to Dunaway. Dunaway on the right side. Be defended over there by Jeff McGee. Back to Dunaway. Jump pass over to Johns in the right-hand corner. Thought about 3, didn't take it. Johns comes out top of the key. Dunaway comes up on the left side. Gets a pass, drives in the lane. Is he going to go all the way through? Nope, he's going to get whistled and fouled. That foul's going to go against the Mariners, and it's going to go against, I think, Clayton Beachy. Or is it number 3 or number 30? Trying to read those hand signals sometimes. They flash up so quick. That's going to go against Japheth McGee. That'll be his 2nd. That brings Emmett Dunaway to the free throw line. Dunaway has not tried a free throw yet. He's got 3 two-point field goals, and now he gets the first of 2 at the charity stripe. Makes it a 33-28 5-point game, and these free throws are crucial right now with only 2 minutes and 38 left to play. Next shot up by Dunaway, off the back of the rim, won't go, so he goes 1 for 2 at the stripe, and the rebound's cleared off by the Mariners, and Rutoff will bring it down, comes on the right side, Beachy, long 3, right side, look good from here, but won't go. Rebound cleared off by number 30. McGee pitches it back out on the left side. Driving in the lane, coming around is Adkins. Adkins puts it up, won't go, and rebound cleared off by the Braves, and Emmett Dunaway will bring it down as we near the 2-minute mark of this ball game. 33-28, 5-point lead by Mt.Edgecumbe at their own home gym. Dunaway on the right side for the Braves. Gets around, gets a screen. That one set up by Jeff Adams. Reaching in, foul on the far side, and the Braves will be shooting a 1-and-1. And that's going to go against 21, and that is Ethan Anderson to pick up his 3rd foul. So 18 fouls for the Braves here in this half. That's the 10th one in this half for the Mariners. So fouls have hurt them. Let's see about Mt.Edgecumbe, though. They've made 5 out of 9 free throws, and Dunaway misses this one, so now they're 5 out of 10 here in the second half of play. Clock stopped at 2:03, 33-28, 5-point lead for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. Dunaway trying to make it a 6-point lead. Pushes off and won't go as he misses a pair. And the rebound is cleared off by number 10, Seth Adkins, who brings it down for Homer. Over to Rutoff, back out top of the key to Beachy. Jump pass in the far corner to Knapp. Knapp's going to put one up, and he traveled with it. So another turnover by the Mariners. Costly turnovers. They're up to 14 unofficially. And it'll be Emmett Dunaway to inbound it for Mt.Edgecumbe. Dunaway looking for somebody open and finally finds Jeff Adams. Adams comes around his defender. Now he travels with it. Another turnover, and that is 20 for Mt.Edgecumbe. So the clock stopped at 1:51 on that turnover, and it will be Clayton Beachy on the far side to inbound it for the Homer Mariners. Comes in to Knapp. Knapp over to Rutoff. Rutoff works it down inside to Seth Adkins. Adkins can't shoot. Back out to Rutoff, top of the key. Over to Beachy. Back out to Adkins. Back over to Knapp now on the far side, defended by Keith Johns. Back to Adkins, now to Beachy, inside, turnaround, layup, left side, misses. Rebound cleared off by Jeff Adams for Mt.Edgecumbe. 1:23 to go as the Braves will bring it down. He goes to Dunaway across the timeline, trying to get around Knapp on the far side. Comes back out, gives it off to Beans. Beans back over to Jeff Adams. Adams looks underneath. Dunaway's open. Oh, a nice pass underneath. Dunaway goes up, and he misses the bunny from the left side. Back to Rutoff. He puts it up on the other end. Shot misses. Tipped up. The tip up misses. Rebound cleared up by Bear. Then it's tipped over to Keith Johns. Johns limping as he twisted his left ankle trying to go after that. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul. And that will be bringing the Braves down, and Keith Johns is going to shoot 2. And that'll be the third team or personal foul against number 11, Daniel Rutoff. So that stops the clock at 57, and we got a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a break in the action, and they're going to call a full timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break and be right back for the final minute.
Shop early for your football frenzy this weekend at Seymour.
This is the minute they're going to call tons and tons of timeouts.
Probably. I mean, it is only a 5-point game.
I know.
Boy.
Got to be a little more exciting.
Yeah, no kidding. Who am I doing tomorrow? All right, timeout called, timeout done. Going to shoot free throws, 57 seconds left in the game. 5-point lead by Mt.Edgecumbe. They've got Keith Johns, the 5'8 junior, at the free throw line to shoot 2. He is scoreless in the ball game up to now. He has not made a field goal, and he has not attempted a free throw. Now the right-hander will put it up off the back of the rim, and he has attempted one, and he missed it. He'll shoot a second as he was fouled in the act of shooting. 5'8 junior, right-hand shooter. Every point counts at this particular point in the game with less than a minute to go. Either team is going to be able to shoot to make some points. And the second one's up and misses. Rebound's cleared off by Homer. Homer will bring it down. Oh, and they lose it away. Turnover. Here comes Johns. He can get 2 this way, and he misses the layup on the right side. Rutoff gets the ball. He'll bring it down for Homer. 43 seconds. He tries a 3. Top of the key. Won't go. It misses off the right side. Rebound cleared off by Mt.Edgecumbe. In there is R.J. Elstrom Beans, and he's going to get fouled from behind. And he'll go down and shoot a 1-and-1. And that's going to be foul number 4 against number 11, Daniel Rutoff, the 5'10 junior for the Homer Mariners. And RJ has missed 2 free throws. He tried one in the third quarter, one in the fourth, both of them in a 1-on-1 situation. So he wasn't able to take the second opportunity. Pushes up off of the back of the rim, and this one won't go. Oh, there. What? He's going to be shooting 2. Unless somebody stepped over the line. I'm not sure what the deal is. Coming out for the Mariners is Adkins. Coming in is number 32, Stanley Swoboda. R.J. Elstrom Beans at the line has 5 points in the ball game. They all came in the first quarter on a 3 and a 2 from the field. All for 3 at the free throw line. 36 seconds left in the ball game. Next one's up. That one's coming off the back of the rim. Won't go. Bear Brown had the rebound, but loses it away, tries to pack it back in, goes right to Keith Johns. Johns back out to Dunaway. The Braves have the ball. Over to Jeff Adams on the near side, works it inside as he goes to Beans. Nope, that wasn't Beans, that was Cyprian Johnson Edwards in the game. Sorry, that wasn't Cyprian, that was number 33, not 23, and that's Bear Brown. Brown gets fouled. He's going to go to the line. The foul is going to be number 4 on number 21, Ethan Anderson. Bear Brown is 4 for 5 at the free throw line. 5 for 6, and that is going to make a huge difference right now because that makes it a 6-point lead, which means absolutely 2 possessions, and they're both going to have to be 3-pointers. He can knock it out of reach right now with this next free throw, as he is now 5 for 6, up, in and good, and there you go. There's the icing on the cake, so to speak, 35-28. That's going to pretty much clinch it for Mt.Edgecumbe. As Homer comes down, they'll go on the far side to Knapp. Knapp tries a 3 from the left side, won't go, 13 seconds left. Rebound cleared off by Bear Brown, who just made the free throws. He's going to be fouled from behind. That's going to stop the clock at 10 seconds. Foul's going to go against probably Stanley Swoboda, I believe. Yes, it is. That'll be his 5th. He's out of the ball game with 10 seconds left to play. First foul out of this one. So Swoboda's going to go out with only 1 point in the ball game. He went 1 for 2 at the free throw line. And that'll bring Bear Brown up to the line to be shooting another 2. He is 6 for 7 so far. He's got 2 two-point field goals, so he has a total of 10 points. And he'll set for this one right now. Up, in and good, and he's going to cinch the win even more than he did last time with the last one he made. So we're going to go with a quick 2-minute timeout at the end of this one, come back and do a wrap. And then we'll tell you about what we're going to do tomorrow night and Saturday night here over AM 1230 KIFW. Next one by Brown, up, in, and good. And boy, he's deadly from the free throw line. How about that? Rebound cleared off, or well, the inbounds pass come down and going to get a last 3 minutes, 3-point shot up. Missed by the Mariners, and holding the ball is going to be Adams. There's your buzzer, and there's our final score. And that is going to be 37-28, favor of the Braves. I'm going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with your post-game show.
There's Clayton Beachy and Seth Adkins, each with 8 points. For the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves, David Dock 1, R.J. Alstrom Beans 5, Emmett Dunaway 7, and leading the way for the Braves, Bear Brown and Jeff Adams, each with 12 points. Once again, Mt.Edgecumbe students, if you want to make the C-Mart run, you need to head up to the dorms immediately. Mt.Edgecumbe student body, if you'd still like to make it to the store, you need to go up to the dorms immediately. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at the B.J. McGillis Gymnasium. Ketchikan Lady Kings and the Lathrop boys here at the B.J. McGillis Gymnasium the next 2 evenings. 4 basketball games per day here at Mt.Edgecumbe High School.